Like, gather round, just like stop.
You're just a building, just chilling there.
Alright.
And all of a sudden that happens. Did you win?
Yeah, I did.
Always do your fighting for you.
This shall be our battleground.
I miss other Kerrigan.
Face me here.
Yeah, look, there's a
and I will
protest.
defeat you myself.
So yeah, I knew this was gonna happen.
Whoa!
So
That's pretty cool. Alone.
Wrecked.
That was epic.
Oh, but it was just an illusion. Can
Literally
you...
teleport behind you.
Nothing.
My lady.
So this is... People look back at Starcraft and they're like, wow, the story was so good, and it's just not. Like, when you have, like, dialogue like that, it's like, I mean, this is...
What are you pointing at, Ben? Huh?
This is like a comic book I would have written in middle school. But,
Nostalgia does amazing things.
it really does.
This has a cool setting. Even if the story's not.
1 hour later.
Insufferable Protoss coward. Tassadar cannot evade my
And,
wrath forever.
let's see.
I shall find him and cut it.
Yeah, I brought up this point in the Brood War subreddit, and I got downvoted into oblivion.
What did you say? Oh, about
I said there was some guy who was like saying like, "Oh, the StarCraft story was really good. Should I play StarCraft 2 for the story?" And well, you shouldn't. You should do it for the gameplay. And I said like, honestly, the story for StarCraft is pretty bad too. 2's even worse. But I feel like the single player is better in StarCraft 2, and people were like, "Well, you're wrong." But they didn't tell me that.
Lost all your
All my
credit karma.
So you're in a very specific place that is specifically in love with StarCraft, and you said something negative about it? Makes me think.
Not negative, objectively true.
Negatively, objectively true.
Yeah, I was talking about talking over this, but this is a mission where we fight against our fellow Zerg because
Oh no!
they've somehow become feral, detached from the Overmind.
Oh, they didn't have any overlords.
They're not purple, that's how you can tell.
Yeah,
They're just
I don't know why.
It's still confusing though. Like, what's that?
I don't know why the campaign color is purple, but
Purple's friggin' epic.
it is indeed friggin' epic. Have the drones help out a little.
At least you don't have to like construct a bunch of stuff.
Well,
Okay. I guess this mission is just about as long as the last one.
yeah. What was my strategy? I believe my strategy here was once again to go Zerglings and Mutalisks. Because they're so fast. And this drone is having a hard time. And I ordered him to build something, and then I moved him elsewhere, so I don't know what I was doing there. This mission, I found it frustrating the first time I played through, but I didn't have any trouble subsequently. Once I figured out the gist of it, I didn't have to do any retries on this.
That thing in the middle of the screen, the one that you had highlighted for a while, the pulsating building,
Yeah.
it bothers me quite a bit. That pulsating?
Well, the Zerg are supposed to be extremely gross. So I used this opportunity to scout around a little bit. Found some Zerglings. Let's just make them explode. Should be... I think there's a Hydralisk around here that I run into. No, it's something else. Oh, okay, it's both. So I was right. But also
That thing's
wrong.
like a big, woolly mammoth looking thing, right?
Yep, that is an Ultralisk. And here I realized that I meant to make 2 hatcheries at the beginning, and now I'm just wasting time. So, very happy about that. Here is your second base. It is, of course, defended, so I can't just take it outright. This Overlord has just absolutely wrecked. And I'm just nosing about.
There it is.
Yep. Throwing out some Mutalisk micro. Mutalisks are, if they're used correctly in multiplayer, they're like the absolute most annoying unit to deal with. Because they're just so fast, and they're so good at just like getting in there,
Killing a couple units.
yeah. Honestly, just watching any professional match in which like they resort to Mutalisk is like, it's absolutely insane. Given how hard this game is to control, and it is difficult to control, just like seeing anything be used this effectively is quite astounding. And I believe I push up here. No, I just stand on the ramp for a little bit.
Just posturing.
Yeah, just posturing.
Hey, we're gonna get you. Yo, we're gonna get you. Yeah, we're gonna get you.
And I believe most attacks actually come from the right. So I don't know why I'm doing this. I decided to lose a Mutalisk because I once again am bad at the game. Hydra that I didn't need to lose. Just pushing up once again. There's a Hydralisk that walked through my entire base to was not aggressive, just walking, and we decided to just murk the guy. So this is that famous build-up period. Haven't even built a spawning pool, but I just slapped that down once again. Oh, we're being attacked. It's a significant one. And he's getting caught up in my worker lines, and now he's dead. So that was really good.
Lone gunman.
Really good.
That's not ever true with the Zerg.
Yeah, that's the
Their
crazy
whole
part.
thing is not
It's just a single one.
no.
And those workers, like, so like in Age of Empires, the villagers have a little bit of attack. Those workers just do not attack.
No,
Right.
They have it, but you have to tell them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They'll never be aggressive by themselves.
Got it.
Why are you gonna put your feet on bed?
But let's see. Yeah, workers have attacks. They actually have the same physical attack power as a Zergling. The thing is, Zerglings are just like so much more mobile, and they attack so much faster that it makes much more sense to make Zerglings. Also, you get 2 Zerglings for 50 minerals, whereas one worker is 50 minerals, and it can't fight for crap. So Zerglings are really good.
Like, the other thing that's unsettling to me is those little, what are they, the little things before you spawn them into anything.
The larva.
The larva.
Yeah.
Just like them going back and forth like that, that's insane.
Let me see. Workers, they have like drastically different stats in the original Starcraft compared to Starcraft 2. Starcraft 2, they basically are like equivalent. Starcraft 1, I believe, probes are considered the best offensively, and I'm not exactly sure why. They just are. Like, I believe their attack has a little more range. And because of the weird way that they accelerate, it's you can get them to kind of attack and still move, which is unique. Everything else has to stop. But that's just getting into the weird peculiarities of individual unit movement in StarCraft, which would take all day to really hash out.
Could you teach a class on StarCraft?
I could not.
But a class could be taught.
Yes, and I believe they're half.
I like that idea. I'd go to community college to take a class on a specific video game. How to Get Good at Soul Calibur 2 by Michael Kenny. Yeah, well, Well, bro, here's the thing. Gotta just get good, son.
Use Shanghua.
Shanghua.
Only Shanghua.
And then master the broken guard breaking, which makes the game anti-fun.
How to get good at fighting games. Play Mortal Kombat for some reason. The end.
Mortal Kombat.
No, that's how to make money.
Yeah, I was about to say that he only plays that for money.
That's crazy. That particular game. Oh.
It's all about popularity, you know? They're not gonna host a, like, money tournament for a game that no one, like, cares about.
It's also probably a game with a low competition level because
A lot
obviously
more
like
entry.
all the elitists are like probably in Street Fighter or whatever and they're just like really good. But like winning a Mortal Kombat tournament probably isn't that hard.
That is true.
I mean, considering that Michael Kenny won one, I just thrown him right under the bus. I mean, it's super easy to win them. Like, so just easy.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone that won one, it's like, did you even do anything?
Yeah, I'm totally saying that I can do it.
Okay, so I did take out the space. I believe I did it in a very inefficient manner. So, but it's hard to do anything efficiently in Brood War. So there we go.
Now, do you say that as like... You said it's very hard to control stuff and it's very inefficient. Is that like an overall negative thing, or is it just like...
It makes the game what it is, and I quite like the game a lot. It feels very different from Starcraft 2, which everything does what you want it to in a way that is logical and makes sense. This is, well, if you watch like any unit movement whatsoever, they get caught up on each other, they will go strange directions. Oh yeah.
Especially the fast-moving Zergs.
The dumbest unit by far is the Dragoon.
Which ones are those again?
Those would be the quadruped Protoss units that shoot like little disruptor beams.
Okay.
We saw a couple of them last mission.
Were those the gold ones?
No, those were.
Well,
I mean, they all had like.
They look like little snails kind of thing?
No.
No,
that's
those were the Reavers.
Oh, okay.
Dragoons.
The other one, the four-legged.
Yeah,
Well,
Oh.
three-legged? Are they three-legged or
They're
four-legged?
four.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of cool lore about them too. I'll have to brush up on it and then recite it during a relevant part. It'll be fun. All the lore. Well,
I feel like that's like what people say when they're like, StarCraft, like, story's so cool. It's like really just the lore and stuff. The story.
yeah, and
It's like
the thing about the lore is, you ever heard of Warhammer 40K?
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
It's
There's
pretty much just
that is
Starcraft.
Starcraft's lore.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense.
Except it's actually less badass than Warhammer.
Yeah. So, it kind of is.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the Terran are, like, cool with the, like, you know, Archbishop Arcturus or whatever the heck. But, like, not nearly as BA as, like, the Warhammer dudes.
Yeah, those
The
guys.
heretics
The
and this, and it's
what
like,
is it? The
geez.
Imperium of Man or
Oh,
something?
yeah, it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, those guys. Now I don't know a lot about that, but like I do, you know, on occasion go to Wikia sites
Yeah.
for games that I've never played, and then just go browsing there. And well, the Warhammer universe is like, frankly, just like absolutely badass in like all its forms.
Warhammer's also a great mine for like desktop images. They have like a lot of amazing art for like battles and stuff that happen. It's just very ridiculous and epic. Like Like, you know, like when you watch StarCraft, like in the cutscenes and stuff, like the Terran look so cool because they're in like those massive suits, right?
Yeah, which
where they
is,
look
you know,
much bigger. And like Warhammer 40K takes it to like a 10th level where it's like the suits are just ridiculous, like their outfits, but like they still have like you know like full articulation in like their hands, so like gripping giant weapons and stuff. It's like, this is awesome.
Yeah, but I didn't actually come here to talk about how badass Warhammer is. StarCraft is also very cool in its own right.
Yes.
Even though it is pretty much unapologetically.
Well, at least this game's
copy.
good, because I heard that the new Warhammer RTS Dawn of War 3 is like really bad. I can imagine.
They should stick to what they're good at.
I've like never ever.
The first-person shooter Warhammer games are not bad. Like, there's a couple of them, and they're pretty fun. Like, because the story's pretty cool, and the lore's cool. But like, yeah, those RTSs.
I've never played any of them, or really know anything about
God,
Warhammer.
these Zerglings just ripping things apart. It's wild.
Once in a while, when like somebody will post a random picture of like a Warhammer like bad guy or whatever, and you just look it up and you're like, it's like Wikipedia. When you look up one interesting thing, there's a million things, but at least you're like based in reality. Like you look up some politician and you're like, oh, I've heard of that guy.
Right.
Like you look up, there was this one really crazy, like huge demon spawn thing, and I looked it up and it was like, blah is from the blah
it's all
place
just made up stuff
of blah blah blah, and I like no word made sense to me, and I was like, where do you start?
There's no there's no good place
you
to
learn
start.
like math, and it's like, well, let's talk about numbers first. It's not like, well, you know,
Go right to
fractal theory
derivatives.
is, and it's like, what? So, like, I didn't even know where to start, so I just read about the guy a little and was like, he's BA looking, and then I was done. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, and the other thing to keep in mind is that there's Warhammer, and then there's Warhammer 40K, which is set 40,000 years later. So Warhammer is like medieval-ish, you know?
Yeah.
And then Warhammer 40K is like space stuff.
That's crazy.
Because it's 40,000 years later, but it's still the same universe. So like, there's still like this hell and blah blah blah.
It's so nuts how involved that stuff gets. And I'll let you get back to StarCraft in a sec. Ben, I'm sorry. I went to
I don't have anything.
I went to the local tabletop store and was just looking around, and like the entire I feel like for your average person I'm a little more knowledgeable than your average person, right? But like I went over and looked at like the make your own Warhammer figures section, and I was like, I don't even know. Even if I was like, I want to do Warhammer, what do? I wouldn't even know where to start. It's so crazy, and like they have like a make your own thing, and you're like, what? Like. Generally, I know this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So...
it's all about, like, paint your own figurines.
Oh my gosh. So I was like, where do you begin? And as, like, a store owner, what do you know how to order? Well, this Warhammer expansion number 7,000 is out. Sounds good.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of sending Zerglings into, like, 4 corners of the map just to, clear some stuff out before I move in with Mutalisks and Guardians. I don't have any anti-air in my base, so those Mutalisks are just hanging out. But I believe I do... Okay, no, I made a Spore Crawler. And then they very stupidly moved to...
Yeah, weird.
Within range of it. So... Yeah. Okay, so
I did not micro those very well.
Yeah, okay, so I'm making some Guardians. You saw the Mutalisk go into the cocoons. That Guardian is picking off Zerglings like it's nothing. 2 shots on. But Guardians do not have an anti-air or an air-to-air.
Oh, nice.
So
you picking on my Zerglings?
Yeah. Love the little guys.
The sounds of playing Zerg is just ridiculous.
You tune it out. You don't even realize it.
I mean, it's funny because it's like it is just as ridiculous as when you're playing Protoss, but when you're playing Protoss, they are saying words, but it's so grand. But then every time it's just the same thing, you know? It's like, what are your orders, my captain? It's like, but then it's over and over and over. And you're like, okay.
Yeah,
I'd rather just the nondescript nonsense.
By the end of the Protoss campaign, you're gonna hear a lot about pylons. You're gonna hear a lot about my life for ire.
My life for ire. My life for
And it's just gonna be a good time had by all.
Garden's like, I'm gonna get out of here. Stop it. No, I know.
Yeah. So basically, the thing is like targeting all the things that hurt my Zerglings. And the Zerglings get all the anti-air on the ground as well. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Zerglings, I always love, just running Zerglings into a mineral line if I possibly can, because they just shred workers apart.
That's very
Especially if I have their attack speed upgrade. Makes them attack, I believe it's like 20% faster. And they just like... It's wonderful.
It definitely is the most satisfying thing to attack, I think. Like, especially at that level, but like just the Zerg rush just is like so fun to watch. It's just like moves slow. Like, it's cool when you get like a bunch of big, big like area of effect things, but like the Zerg's just like it's so cool to watch.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe if I play a couple good games, I can also do like recordings of like multiplayer games. I do particularly well in, and kind of cast that. But that might be left for Brood War because I don't play any multiplayer games on original Starcraft because why would you? It is not balanced like Brood War is. Brood War is actually kind of remarkably balanced for given how it hasn't been touched in years and years.
Now they're doing what you did.
Yeah, they learned.
They learned.
So basically, what I do when I'm making Guardians is I'm taking the most injured Mutalisks, running them away, and then transforming them into Guardian cocoons. That guy keeps trying to make a base there, and it just isn't working out.
Just let me!
So when a unit morphs into another unit, like it completes the morph, it gets set to full HP automatically, no matter how damaged the cocoon is.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, for in StarCraft 2, they have the same thing with there's a unit called the Lurker that morphs from the Hydralisk. It's a ground unit, and they actually use the egg because it has like high defense to block ramps if they need to.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's oh gosh, it's absolutely insane to see it used because like it's so like intensive. You have to really plan to use something that effectively. And you gotta place them just right, I would assume. Yeah,
otherwise it's like useless.
Yeah. Like all the ramps are essentially like there's like a single width or like a double width.
Okay.
I believe in like a standard play. And if you place it just right, you can get one egg, even though it looks the same as any other like egg on the ground. You can get it to cover an entire ramp. Where like you can't get. Typically, you use lurkers in Terran versus Zerg. So you can't get Marines past there. You can't get medics. And if you have a lurker on high ground against like Marines or medics, they can't break that no matter what. But that's once again is Brute War. We should be seeing the end of this very shortly.
There's just another kill every building.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to find those last buildings. Oh, actually, there is a small island on the left-hand side that I could not access because I didn't bother to get the Overlord transport upgrade because why would I? I've got Guardians, and a lot of them. So they just take down these super fast. And that, oh, is that a Hydralisk den that I forgot about? Yep, sure is. So let's go back and grab that. That should be the last thing. There's a queen there, but for all intents and purposes, they are dead. Just a little bit.
Yep.
Any second.
And
There we go.
Victory!
Yeah, no end of the mission
Talking.
there.
Oh, there isn't?
Yep. And I believe that is the end. And
Oh, okay.
Yep, cuts off right
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time for more Starcraft action.